Hey, what's up everybody, this is Autobot Gamer coming back here with another video review. Now, I'm sorry I didn't get this out yesterday, but my hand was still pretty injured, and since that's the key I used to move around, I really couldn't do much. And so I couldn't really play a game, at least not enjoyably, and I couldn't really do any Transformer reviews because it still kind of hurt, but it's okay now. Anyway, we are continuing our review over the parts of Defensor. We're going to be doing blades today, yeah, Thursday's tomorrow. So, I guess we'll do Hotspot tomorrow, if I remember. Yeah, we'll be doing blades. So, as you can see, he is a helicopter. He is a repaint with a new head, which makes him a retool of Alpha Bravo, and he was also repainted into Vortex, like Alpha Bravo, just flat out repainted. I may show that to you real quick. I'll do a comparison in our mode because that's just the mode I have him in, and I'm too lazy to flip him. So I guess real quick we'll do a real quick size comparison with first aid. See, as you can see, not exactly in scale, but you know, not completely inaccurate here. Yeah, so as you can see, he has a really nice looking helicopter, and you should be able to see some stuff better. I'm recording it on that new laptop I told you guys about that I bought. And you can see rescue back here, rescue written up there, silver propellers in the back, silver missiles, because every rescue helicopter has to have missiles on it. You guys know that. His blades do spin. They do have actually quite a good spin on them, for, you know, the fact that this is just a deluxe figure. He does also have the hand-foot gun thing and the little pistol, whatever, rifle, machine gun. It is hollow on one side, but they did mold it differently, so that way it is at least looking like something. So you can see the ammo belt on this side, and nothing much over here. And here's his foot gun thing. It's got a couple Gatling guns on it. So usually, I know like you can mount this machine gun on the bottom like that if you want to. I typically don't. I usually just take this hand foot gun machine gun combo like that and mount it on the underside, and then I use one of the two ports on top to mount this up here. Now, since the missiles are actually just as robot mode hands, if you wanted to, you could mount this over here on the one side, totally just like that, and then that allows you to deck them out. So plug this up here, and then you can take a rifle, plug it in right here, so you can totally just deck them out, make them go Mad Max style helicopter right there. Yeah. And if you're looking for a little bit of diversity, this tail rotor does rotate. It's just on a mushroom peg, so you can do that. And the blades are a little bit playable. You can kind of angle them a little bit if you want to. It's kind of your preference. I just kind of leave him the way he is. So go ahead and pull his weapons off. Kind of leave those off to one side. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get down to transformation. You just kind of want to start by kind of popping these sections up. It's a little hard. I do know, like, you can kind of pull these apart a little bit and then twist it like that, and it'll get that section undone. Just kind of flip it up, take this so that way it's out kind of point it forward, flip it up, and kind of tap into place. Or you can just flip it around and then just kind of turn it 180. Go ahead and untab these missile sections, bring them out. Grab like the propeller section, bring that up, so it should kind of look like this. Grab this bottom section, bring that down. It tabs in up here in these two different spots. Untab it. You're gonna have to work at it a little bit, and then just bring it down on the double hinge, similar to off-road. There are two tabs back here, and then two tabs on the side. They tab into two slots here and two slots on the sides. So like that. And then you want to split the legs. So you got like that. Flip these around at the waist, and then kind of bring this propeller section back down to where it was. Bring the arms kind of into their orientation. Bring this section like straight back like that. There's two tabs here, they tab into place here. Bada boom. Go like that. Flip the head around. Take the propeller blades. Kind of bring them up. Now you're just kind of supposed to just kind of leave them. I kind of bring it up and angle them between these two fins just to hold them in place. Orient. Give him his gun. And since his isn't like an exhaust pipe or anything like that, you can kind of have him hold his as like an actual weapon. There's really no place to like store it. You can't really fit it back here. Not really. So just kind of set it off to the side. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the transformation. Here he is with off-road, so you can see kind of how he compares. And then he's the same basic mold as Red Alert. Not Red Alert, I mean First Aid. And again, this rear propeller is on a mushroom peg, so you can rotate it that way. You can rotate it that way. If you want, you can point it straight forward, so it'll like just put an axe in the back of his head or something. And his feet are also on that slight angle to give him that A stance whenever, you know, that kind of stuff. We'll go ahead and get a close-up on that face sculpt. As you can see, it's painted a nice, like, metallic shiny blue with some dark blue eyes. He's got his Autobot logo there on his chest. You can see his combined report makes up most of his chest, just like every other figure. Some nice silver paint on his forearms. Most of the front of that helicopter just kind of carries over to here, except for like the part where the rotor made up, because that kind of becomes like a knee spike kind of thing. And then I know like on the artwork for Alpha Bravo they say like the sides of these have like jets in them. I don't. I mean, like, honestly, I kind of feel like they do this for support purposes. And if you need to, if your figure doesn't want to stand up, you can kind of do that. I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of get him to, like, stick straight back to give him heel support, kind of like that. But I haven't quite found anything yet. But at the moment, I think that they're all the heel support he'll need, because they do stick back a little bit. So, articulation, head is on a ball joint, so you can wiggle it around, you can look up, you can look down, you can look left, look right, you know, all sorts of stuff. He has ball joints in his shoulders, so he can bring them out, flip them around. He has a bicep rotation, one of those fake ratchet joints. Nothing in the wrist. Waist rotation, just like every other figure. He has a ball joint in the waist, but it only brings out about that far. It's yet once it gets to this, it kind of wants to stop, so you just kind of have to apply just a little more force. It goes forward. Doesn't really go back. The propellers get in the way, but if you kind of flatten them out and bring it straight back, then he has almost full backwards movement. So it's just kind of a matter of playing with it a little bit. Then he has a knee bend and a little bit of toe articulation if you want to use that. So that is it for articulation. Let's go ahead and get him into his arm form. So first thing you kind of want to do is just peg his arms in, flip his head around, flip that down, peg his legs together, rotate them to the one side, grab his hand foot gun thingamajiggy, put it into the hand configuration, and all of these things can fit on either side. The thumb is swappable. So there you go, got him as an arm. Now this figure, his arm, like his normal robot arms, kind of conflict with the elbow. So whatever side I have him, I take the arm that's in front and I bring it straight out, and then I bend it at the elbow like that. So it's out of the way. It no longer conflicts with that elbow joint, which is actually a double joint, in case you guys didn't know. It is a it's the joint here at the hips, and then it is a joint at the knee. So it is a double joint right there. So I said I'd do a comparison with Vortex. I do also have Alpha Bravo, but he's out of my reach at the moment. So you guys are stuck with him and Vortex. So as you can see, basically the same thing. I left the missiles down though because I want to give some variety between the two. I mean, and on my Alpha Bravo figure, I apparently left him like this. I took him and I kind of bent him back and left him like that. So you do have a few options for your display, as you can tell. But that's pretty much it for arms. So let's get him back into helicopter mode real quick for leg mode. Okay, so this is what I got him back to. Basically, you put him in helicopter mode, and then you undo the cab into like the robot mode feet. You flip this section down, and then like you have this section. You just kind of rotate the head back to robot mode orientation. Flip the whole thing around, and then you attach him to his hand foot gun thingamajiggy. And one of my favorite features about this one is that the robot mode feet actually kind of blend into this a little bit, and you can take it like a step further with these little side pieces and just kind of bring it down like that if you want, or you can kind of bring them back for heel support a little bit. You can't really do this that effectively anymore though. I just kind of angle them back like that, but when I do this, I do kind of leave them like this, or I bring them up like that. I have them point forward most of the time. So there is his leg mode. But, you know, he's kind of supposed to be the arm, because first aid is a leg, Rook is a leg, Streetwise is an arm, and he's also an arm. So when we come back, apparently tomorrow, because, you know, I'm a day off this week. I've been like thrown completely out of my usual schedule. So apparently when we come back tomorrow, we're either going to do Hotspot or we're going to actually play a game. I'm still trying to decide on that. But anyway, that was pretty much it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to leave a like down below. And also, comment something. I don't care what. Something. If you actually comment something, I'm just gonna laugh. Oh, and also, don't forget to go check out Pruner Short Gaming. He's one of my best friends, and he gave me this this killer TV back here. Yeah, it's kind of funny. He just gave me a random TV. He was like, "Hey, it's free. You can have it." I'm like, okay. So we loaded it up in my truck and we brought it back. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, you know, just like, comment, subscribe. Oh, and if you do subscribe, hit that bell icon for a notification whenever I upload a video. Because most of my stuff is, it's not exactly fantastic, but it's not worth missing. So, go ahead and do that, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.